Okay, so we're going to calculate the nominal GDP and the real GDP for this country here, which produces maize, copper, and coal. Okay, the nominal GDP is the GDP measured in the prices of the current year, and the real GDP is the GDP measured in the prices of the base year to make adjustments for inflation or deflation. So inflation basically is the rising of prices. Deflation, the reducing of prices. Okay, so basically we're going to first calculate the total output. So say quantity times price. So that would be 10 times 2, we get 20. For copper, we'll say 20 times 2, we get 40. And for coal, say 5 times 10, I'm going to get 50. Okay. So we've calculated the total output, the outputs of the individual products. Now we're going to calculate the total GDP, the nominal GDP. So we're going to total this 20 plus 40 plus 50, 110. Okay. So this is the nominal GDP of the year 2007. Now let's go to the year 2008. So we can see in the year 2008, there's been an increase in prices. Okay, so let's calculate the total output. 12 times 2.5, that's 30. Okay, 25 times 3, it's 75. And 5 times 11, get 55. So calculate now the gross domestic product. 30 plus 75 plus 160. Basically, there are two ways the gross domestic product of a country can increase. One is by increasing productivity. Okay, you produce more. And the other way is if there's an increase in prices, which is inflation. So as I said, the real GDP is measured with the prices of the base year so as to make adjustments for inflation or deflation. So you basically want to see if the economy is actually growing. All right. So for this example here, we're going to use 2007 as the base year. So its nominal GDP and its real GDP are going to be the same. But for 2018, the nominal GDP will differ from the real GDP. So everything is the same here. So let me just copy and paste. Because 2007 is our base year, so the real GDP and nominal will be the same. All right, 110, 110. Now, we want to find the real GDP of 2008. So as you can notice here, we're not going to use the 2008 prices. We're going to use the 2007 prices. Okay, we'll keep the prices constant so as we to make adjustments for inflation. Okay, so we're going to say 12 times 2, 24. Okay, now let's calculate the gross domestic product, the GDP. 124. So we can see that the gross domestic product has increased from 2007 to 2008, because the real GDP of 2008 is greater than the real GDP of 2007.